We want to first of all cross over to South Baringo, where we have Elphas Lagat, and residents of Baringo South are going to the polls this morning for a by-election after the death of the former Member of Parliament, Grace Kipchoim. The Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission has assured residents of a free, fair elections in the constituency. So, Elphas Lagat, let's start with just an overview of how prepared the Electoral Commission is in regards to receiving all the voters, and has voting begun?
Well, good morning, Mike and Zinzi. We are live from Marigat High School, and voting started at 6 a.m. With the materials were availed yesterday. I had a conversation with the returning officer, Paul Connes, saying that they were quite prepared. So we came here a few minutes to 6 a.m. in the morning, and at 6, the polling stations were declared open. And guys were actually residents of this particular place were starting to stream in as early as 6 a.m. to start voting. Now, of course, this is a heated, competition between three candidates: Charles Kamuren of Jubilee, Paul Motoloi of Chama cha Mashinani, as well as Dr. Cynthia Kipchilat of Maendeleo Chapchap. Now, these are the three candidates who would be facing off to take up the position that was left vacant following the death of Grace Kipchoim in April. Of course, there are 35,162 registered voters, and these voters would be voting across the 132 polling stations across Baringo South. So this morning, just behind me, there's been beefed up security. These are people lining up. As my cameraman can just get them, quite a few people as of now, but of course we will be expecting that more and more people would be turning up to decide who exactly is going to be the Member of Parliament for Baringo South. Baringo South is still a relatively new constituency that was split from the parent Baringo Central. We're also getting reports that the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission Chair, Wafula Chebukati, is around. So, of course, I'm sure that is going to be just, assessing the whole situation to see how the voting is going on. Of course, Baringo South has 4 wards: Marigat, Mochongoi, Ilchamus, and Mukutani. We will be moving around to see where the candidates would be voting. Dr. Cynthia Kipchilat, Paul Motoloi of Chama cha Mashinani, and Charles Kamuren of Jubilee. Of course, now, we also understand that this time round, unlike August 8th, there will be no live transmission of results. Instead, at the various polling stations, the polling presiding officers will be filling forms 35As, and then now they will be taken to the main polling main tallying center that is right here in Marigat, where they will be assessed and also filled by the returning officer to generate forms 35Bs to declare who wins these by-elections. Of course, we will be expecting that this is something that will take the whole day, maybe even spilling to the night. But of course, we are here live in Marigat. We will be moving across the constituency, Mike, to give our viewers details and updates as they occur here in Baringo South. Back to you.
Yes, and before
Mike,
letting you go, do we have a favorite? I'm sure you're familiar with the terrain. Is there a favorite candidate out of the 3 that you've mentioned?
of course, the 3 have their fair share of supporters. Dr. Kipchilat has her fair share of supporters. Slogan is that Mama aendeleze kazi ya mama, that a mother to finish up the work of a mother. Of course, again, there are also quite a number of supporters for Charles Kamuren. There's also a number of supporters for Paul Motoloi. Of course, all of them have those segments of people who support them. So as of now, we would not exactly point out who is likely to win, but of course, this is up to the residents, up to the voters of Baringo South to decide by themselves who exactly is going to be the Member of Parliament once this elections is done. We will know exactly who becomes the winner, but all of them have had their time. They've campaigned enough. They've tried to convince their supporters to come up in large numbers and support them. Of course, Mike, let me just point out this, that whoever is going to win this seat is going to face a host of issues that they need to solve, key among them insecurity in Baringo South, of course matters of education as well, availing water, which is also a perennial problem in Baringo South. But of course those are the issues that I am sure that the contenders or the candidates in this particular race were pointing out to just get and galvanize more support from supporters or voters across Baringo South. So that is what we have for you right now. We will be keeping tabs on Wafula Chebukati. We were informed that he was here, so we will just get him to tell us the whole procedure, how it goes, and we will let our viewers know the updates as they happen, Mike.
Thank you very much, Elphas Lagat, who is in Baringo South, following up on the election, the by-election. And this is after the demise of Grace Chelagat Kipchoim, Member of Parliament, immediate former Member of Parliament. So, of course, right here on KTN News, we certainly will keep you posted on that and bring you updates as we receive them. For now, we want to get back to the studio, and it's time for us to review the week that was. In case